And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, check Mike 21. He don't know no better. Safe. 59. Check.
The first down carry here for Johnson. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant. Check 52. 59. Check hot route. Hot. Deuce. 54. Check 3.
Now Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
25. Check 24 down. He's coming.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Spell. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the safety creep. Off. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Tackles. Hey, check Mike 21.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rush in.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Brissett to throw on first. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 55. Right there.
First down, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 20.
I'm all over you.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Ready? Mike, right. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go. Check 43. Shift. 22, check, Bubba. 22, check, Bubba. Now, 55, Mike, 55. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Brissett. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now it's Breida. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Marr able to put this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
26, 59. He's checking crack. Check three. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 31, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Reset. 19. Check Mike 21. Check. Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 39, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Stay with your man. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. On the ball.
Third and long, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Alert. Keep it out. Hey, check Mike 21. 21. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go one more.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
56 outlaw. 52. 81. Ain't no thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Wide. Get wide. Hey, check. Check 24. Check 50. Hey, alert 3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Watson on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. On second down, it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watson now, throwing on third and long. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Good. Hey, alert! That's lots of twist. Check 31, check 31. Alert 3, alert 3.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Go! 52 flat. Mike 52. 66. Bullet. Pop.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Mike 21. Yeah. You don't want none. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Depart. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. 55. Shit.
From the 29, Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Set. 19. 21. Check Mike 21. Cut. No. Off. Watch the slant. Motion. Hey, 31. 49. Check 49. Switch.
The final shot before the break. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a touchdown.
Pick, baby. You see it all day. Pick.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check, check. Zoom. Hey, play.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go, D. Check 26, check 26. Check your hot read. Check. Ball trot. Go.
On first and 10, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Yo. Watch twist. Check. Fresno.
To throw is Brissett. He'll get this into the hands of Deon Cain. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line.
You think you gonna get this? He's checking. Crash. Pick that.
From the red zone now, Brissett rolling to his left. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go on. Come on, D. Mike,
They'll throw again. Brissett. That'll be complete to Breida. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Bang, 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 bang.
36-yard line.
Match box. Check, Mike. Come on. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, alert, alert. Check 3, check 3, check 54.
On first down, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check Mike 21. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, 31. Check 13.
On first down, Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Block me. At 24. At 55. Echo. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Drop deep, drop deep.
From the 44, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go. Kill. Slam. Check 99, check 99. Sponge. No.
Throwing on second and 14. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
Double up.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Hey, 24. 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, Heavy. Get a roll. West. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 24. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm coming.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Hey, 55. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it. Let's go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Kill. Hey, turn on. Watch twist. 6 guys. Check.
A first down throw for Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
55.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Back. SOS. Watch the edge. Shoot. Orbit. Yeah.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Flush to his right. Able to find Deon Cain, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, it's our house. Mike 52. Who that? Yo, twist. Shut up.
Brissett. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kentrell Brice picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Safe. Check.
They begin the drive with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check, hot route. Hot. Hey, 59. Hey, check, Mike 21.
Again, it's Johnson. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Check three. 59.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Coming this way. Here we go. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Squeeze, double. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Know your job. Mike 52. 52. Check. 52's the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And an alley to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check Mike 21.
One last throw here for Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Colts, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.